Hey guys, welcome back to some more Ocarina time. In this episode, we're inside a fish.
You're a monstro.
Get me out.
You're a monster.
You're a monstro.
I want out. This place is slimy and full of octopus. Well, I can tell what kind of food this guy likes.
Oh my gosh.
He likes seafood.
He likes seafood. He loves his seafood in his diet.
So you would think when you first play this game, you can't leave this dungeon until you beat it. You can just turn around, Link just walks right through the teeth. Jabu will open his mouth to let Link leave. Which is weird because remember that letter we got from Ruto before when she said, I'm trapped inside of his stomach? If she just walked out, then things would be fine.
No, she wants to have her hero save her.
Well, I hope she likes her hero not looking at her in the cutscene, because that's the kind of hero she's getting today. Who are you? I can't see you from over there. What? Speak up. I can't hear you from over at the doorway. Yeah, so that's a confusing plot point. They never bring that up. Like, who actually wrote the letter? She's saying she never did, but her name's on it. So did she really write the letter?
Well, isn't she supposed to be kind of a brat?
Yeah.
Well, what the heck? You just warped over there.
Just put like that little pop noise they use in DBZ Bridge. Just like, there I am.
I can't do it. I can't do the pop noise. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he really just remember that? Your father's an idiot.
This is where you get Boomerang, right?
Yeah, this is the dungeon we get Boomerang, which at this point will open up a lot of Skulltulas to get. There's so many that are locked behind a faraway distance which you need a Boomerang to get.
Can I just say I'm so glad Young Link is back in Smash.
Yeah, I'm glad to see it too, just because, I don't know, I like and don't like the Breath of the Wild Link now in Smash, because I'm so used to doing certain things with him, and it's a lot harder now when he has remote bombs. So I'm just kind of used to playing like Young Link kind of gameplay style.
Well, that's probably why they added Young Link back. Well, I mean, obviously, because they wanted to bring everybody back.
Everyone is here.
But
Yeah.
But they probably put Young Link in there to kind of fill in the role of, you know, what traditional Link was in past Smash games.
Yeah, because Young Link plays more like traditional Link does, because even Wind Waker Link is a little bit different, because of him being a little more floaty and slower in some moves. Young Link is more like how Link was in Melee, in particular.
Yeah.
Although if you play it online, basically Young Link equips to just, I'm gonna drop bombs everywhere. The character.
I'm gonna drop bombs everywhere, and I'm gonna use that as part of my recovery off.
That's the one clever thing I will give, but man, I just hate those players that just spam it. Like, you don't even know what you're doing. You're just throwing bombs all over the place. It's not working.
Yeah, you just hold the bomb when you're about ready to, you know, be launched off the ledge, and then try to
The
recover.
bubble.
It was out for blood. These bubbles are just so annoying, and they're so hard to kill too normally, because if you want to slash these things, it will hurt Link. Don't slash them.
Buster!
Hey, she counts as a projectile. It's fine.
No,
She can hit the
use
uvula.
princess that way.
She disrespects me, I disrespect her back.
What are you supposed to normally do with that? Are you supposed to slingshot that?
Yeah, slingshot it.
Arrow or your boomerang or something.
He just threw the princess at us.
He
and-
just
hey,
used Ruto at
hey,
her.
I know what we could do. We could replace Young Link's side B with Princess Ruto.
Oh
There,
my God.
I threw Princess Ruto.
Okay, you know what? I would love to see a mod of the game just having Ruto as a projectile. That'd be amazing.
And her just yelling at you the whole time.
Yeah. Although if you hold her in your hands long enough, they should have the same animation as this. You just see her squirm. That'd be great.
Jellyfish, jellyfish.
You even fall from the ceiling. Those hands always creep me out as a kid. They're just floating, disembodied hands.
Well, they probably would have creeped me out as a kid because you remember those enemies in Forest Haven and Wind Waker, the giant blue hands that come up and suck your magic?
Yeah, they're very similar to these, and in fact, in a way, they're a lot worse.
Yeah, I don't like those. I didn't like.
They're more nightmare fueling because when you see the portal, you're like, what is this thing? And that giant hand comes out and grabs you and just pulls you to a different room. That's horrifying.
That is horrifying. I didn't like floor masters. There was a lot of enemies in Wind Waker. I just did not like when I was a kid. But
They really creeped up a lot of the enemies in that one. Like, Redeads in that one are so freaky.
The Redeads in Wind Waker, I think, are scarier than the ones in Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I think they're probably the worst Redeads of the whole series for that reason, because they have a long stun too, and they really like to freak you out.
yeah, and then gnaw on your head.
Nom nom.
Yeah, they really gnaw compared to the other ones. The Redeads in like Ocarina and Majora just look like they're giving Link like a big bear hug, but in Wind Waker, it literally looks like they're chewing on your neck.
Yeah, there was that, and the moth enemy creeped me out when I was a kid. I hated those moth enemies so bad. Just because I was creeped out by the design. It's not so much that they were hard to fight. They were one of the easiest enemies in the game. But, oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're just a freaky enemy.
I hated their design. You're attacking Jabu-Jabu's uvula.
Guy has some tonsil surgery, buddy. I'm sorry, but they're too swollen. Have you seen the size of this thing? Well, don't worry. You're gonna have ice cream for a week.
We're getting your tonsils removed, Jabu-Jabu.
Or hurt like a bitch, but man, that'd be some nice sweets.
I never got my tonsils out.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I never had my tonsils removed. Luckily, I don't think I ever will. I want to keep it that way. Let's keep that trend going.
Did have my wisdom teeth removed when I was younger.
Yeah, I think at one point I might have to take mine out. I really don't want to do that.
Wasn't that like the first month that we got you moved here? We got your wisdom teeth.
No, that was like last year I had them taken out.
Were they? Man, it didn't feel like last year.
Or the year before or something like that. It was funny when I had mine taken out because they didn't put me fully under. But I was still like awake enough to realize everything that was on. And I tried to call my mom and I still had that stuff in my mouth. And she's like, you're going to have to speak up. I can't hear you. I was like, I can't.
I don't have teeth.
Hello, who is it? Okay, can you speak in English, please?
Okay, I want to speak different.
That was like the worst week ever though because like the operation itself was not as bad. It was the recovery part that made me sick because I wanted to eat so much and I couldn't.
Yeah, I always heard the recovery part's the worst. Between all the pain you're in and just the fact that you can't eat any solid foods. Although I should be used to that going into something like that because I had braces growing up and that's pretty much like a month where you can't eat solid food. You like rice and pasta? That's all you can really chew. And that's even a stretch.
Did you get your wisdom teeth taken out, Lester?
No, I still have mine.
I'm
Lucky.
surprised. I'm really surprised. You probably should get those taken out, though.
Yeah, especially because I do have one that's like almost fully peeking in on the back of my mouth, and another one that's trying to grow in, so I'm surprised too.
You should probably get that checked out next time you go to the dentist.
I already have it. My dentist already said, like, we're watching them, like, so far they're okay. But we're not going to take them out if you don't need them.
Okay.
I never thought I'd have to get mine out. Then they're like, yeah, you need to remove that. I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah, see, if you have to, oh, it's a
I
process.
think I got mine taken out when I was like 16. Mine were taken out pretty early, but...
You got lucky when you took
Well-
yours out.
This may sound wrong the way I'm saying. I developed a lot earlier. So, I think that's why they took my teeth out. Of course, it was so stupid because it was like $1,000 at the time to get my teeth taken out for 15-minute work.
Yeah, that's the problem with it. It's very expensive, and it's not really that much of a process. You're mainly just paying for the guy doing it and all the medicine.
Oh, there's two Skulltulas?
Yeah, this room just doesn't... In fact, this dungeon in general doesn't really care about these bugs. They just throw two at once. Like, here, just take them. Just take these things. Go. Although, this is our first child dungeon we can fully 100% now, because we have all the items necessary to get all the bugs in one run. It's a miracle.
Oh, this room.
Fun fact about this room, though. If you find some way, like, you know, if you're playing this game on an emulator, for example, and you use, like, a moon jump to get up to where the spiritual stone is, that's fake. It's just an image. That's it. You can walk right through it. Nothing happens.
Oh, wow.
So, Ruto may be holding up the spiritual stone, but really, she's just holding up a placebo. It's not real.
It's a trap.
I mean, it basically is. Just watch. You'll see what we mean. This cutscene also is kind of a pain to watch nowadays because Jabu-Jabu shimmers. Because you're inside of his stomach, it's trying to show, like, him breathing in and out. But this just looks disorienting nowadays.
Yeah, I can see it. It's very disorienting.
I think they toned down the effect a bit on 3DS.
What?
I don't like where this is going.
I don't like where this is going either.
Oh no, octopus. I know where this is gonna head.
This mini boss though gave me a lot of trouble when I was a kid.
You sick fuck.
Alright, hang on. Let's just go ahead and watch a child-friendly version. That way, this can be ad-friendly on YouTube and not get our channel taken down. So here's the boss fight. And that was the boss fight.
I had a lot of trouble on this boss because I never did figure out what to actually do.
Yeah,
with
it's kind of confusing your first playthrough because you're trying to chase this guy down and he just doesn't sit still. So it's hard to run up to him. The cheese strat nowadays just run into the octo and then he'll turn around, making it way easier for you to stun him and then hit his target.
I didn't know that as a kid. You know?
Yeah, I only found that out in recent years.
I'm guessing the way you're supposed to do it is throw a boomerang at him, stuns him, gives you enough time to go around his back and slice his back.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Okay.
But
you're not gonna know that the first time you play.
But knowing now that hitting him will just cause him just to turn around like that, I just take the initial damage and just let him turn around. It makes it way easier. That and one jump slash with the deco stick kills him in one shot.
Like you did.
Just use your stick.
Oh, the John Trump Cliff Lister.
Stop! Stop!
You sick
We've
fuck!
seen enough hentai to know what is going. Stop now before you're arrested.
Don't take our channel down, Lester.
Don't have the FBI not come knocking on my door, please.
Yeah, yeah, it'd be a little weird. I don't want that. It's supposed to be rated E for everyone.
Well, this isn't Princess Ruda.
She's fine.
They had to tone her down a bit, starting with 3DS onwards, but really, you can't notice anything on the N64 graphics. So, there's nothing too toned down, to be honest. Yeah, you gotta love 3D game targeting.
Yeah, was that like skin or something?
Kinda.
In the 3DS version, that's when they started to clothe Ruto more because adult Ruto doesn't have any clothes on. So people are just saying like, oh, her breasts are visible, but there are no breasts. That's a fish. You can't really see anything. So starting with the 3DS version of the game, she wears a dress. Although child version still doesn't have clothes, so the heck.
Oh, look, it's a parasite cage.
Yeah, our third boss, Baronade. This fight's a lot of fun, to be honest. It's a multi-form boss.
No, seriously, I think for Kingdom Hearts, they really got the ideas from this. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He looks like
Because
parasite
you're
cage.
in a well, like Monstro. You're fighting a thing that kind of looks like Parasite Cage. Yeah.
There's real big fans of Zelda.
Well,
Actually, he is. That's the funny thing.
ah! I think you're a little too late on there.
Yeah, it kind of was. I had to wait for him to respawn the jelly anyways. And then that was just a bad camera.
I play Kingdom Hearts 3, and there's something like a reference to Breath of the Wild. I'm calling it.
I mean, I had more than enough time to get a reference of that game in. So what you're supposed to do in this fight is that initially you have to cut down the tentacles so he can freely move around. Then afterwards, there are 2 sets of jellyfish you need to kill. Once those are done, then you can just attack the stomach.
You just keep rolling into him like, ah!
That's actually on purpose though, because once you hit him once here, then he takes forever to shoot you with lightning. So if you want to just skip that part entirely, run into the guy and he just gets back up and starts shooting you instead.
You're doing it the cheap way.
It's effective.
Ew. Good.
If you're gonna play this game, like say you don't have a sword, it's funny because you just throw pots at Baronade, and it does kill him. The pots will kill. I think they give you just enough pots to actually win without a sword.
Ew, what happened? You got guts everywhere.
Here, I clean off this piece of heart now. It's a little disgusting. Hey, like, where you going? Oh, hi.
Wait, what?
How's it going? Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. I just zoomed past the room. Come on. You gotta give me a second to teleport.
That's it.
That's the last child dungeon?
Yep, that was our final child dungeon for now. There is technically 2 other dungeons we can explore as child, but we can't really get to those yet. So, this is our last canonical one. This will give us our final spiritual stone.
I always like this cutscene.
Oh, if you watch this cutscene as an adult, it's even more freaky. I love it. Especially when you wear iron boots, too.
Like, hey, personal space.
If you're playing this cutscene as adult Link with iron boots on, for starters, that little scene where Ruto's looking at Link on the log, she's just looking at Link's legs, which is already a little questioning weird, but then he falls in the water with iron boots, and he sinks to the bottom. So Ruto is just talking to bubbles.
Please tell me. Okay, thank you. I was gonna say, please say nothing.
Yeah, just make her question it. It doesn't matter what you say there, the same result will happen. So this rock is an engagement ring. This is a big ring. Like you wear this on your finger and your finger will just not be able to lift up.
Your finger will not be on your finger. And
It'll just break right off. Imagine getting this stone on a ring.
so she gives you an
She's gone.
Yep.
No, she gives you an engagement ring. It's like, oh, never mind. I changed my bye.
So long, suckers.
It's just a prank. Give it back, please. I need it. So this is our final spiritual stone. With this, now we have all 3 of them. So we can go back to Zelda and report it. Say, hey, we got them all. Now what?
Go back to Princess Zelda.
We'll be doing that. But first, there's a lot more stuff that we can do now that we have the boomerang. So starting next part, we're going to be exploring a lot more of Hyrule and just getting a whole bunch of bugs and possibly other stuff.